just a quick snapshot of where we are now. The mobile internet, in terms of an amount of users, and this is just US, is 63 million. And that's, to put that into perspective, it's about a fifth the size of the US population. It's about a fourth the size of the mobile subscriber base in the US, and it's about a third the size of the US internet population. So that's kind of a snapshot of where we are now. But it's quickly moving. And John Kelsey showed this slide earlier. I just wanted to show it one more time to reiterate. This is a really interesting data point from Morgan Stanley. Mary Meeker showed this at a Google conference last week, showing that currently worldwide we're at about 800 million mobile internet users, but that's on a collision course to intersect and exceed what we're seeing in desktop internet users right around 2014.
One of the first things you have to kind of try and decide is what's mobile. And what's a mobile device. And it's really going to be the devices that are leading the way. So I recently purchased the iPad. So is this a mobile device? Different than my cell phone, different than my computer. Earlier this morning, I did a search on all three of them. I just typed in the word hotels. So the search that came on here, when I went on to Google, showed me hotels from this particular area because I was connected onto the network here in the hotel. When I did the search on my cell phone, and I went on to Google, it delivered results from my home area in New York, in Long Island particularly. When I did the search on my computer, though I was using an air card, it gave me different results for Manhattan where my air card is registered. All those three things can be seen as mobile devices. All those three things gave me different results. So the whole idea is to try and decide and really not to worry about what the mobile device is, but how far reaching can you place your advertisers' messages, one, and then two, can you track it to repeat that process and be able to go back to your advertiser and say, look, regardless of whether it was on the iPhone, the Droid phone, and iPad, this is where we need to put your messaging to.
I think kind of for us as kind of the Yellow Pages industry, it's probably worthwhile thinking about it as a segmentation problem, right? So there is a broad group, the majority of, I think, of our existing advertisers, where mobile should just be bundled into whatever they're buying from us today, right? It's just another, just like Sergio was saying, it's just another distribution point. Whether it's a print, whether it's online, or whether it's mobile, just another distribution point. Put it into kind of the products that you're selling today. But there is a segment, and a fairly small segment, and some of this is kind of gated by who the advertiser is and their mentality, and gated a little bit by what heading or category they're in, that mobile will work really well for them. And that, for those guys, you need to put a little bit of extra twist and some extra mobile-specific products for those guys.
What we have found from our clients is that the mobile is a very powerful channel in terms of uptake by the end users, the consumers. So a consumer, because the mobile device is such a personal device and is an ubiquitous device, consumers are very welcome. About receiving information, be it coupons, offers, deals, content on their mobile device.
Right.
And the use cases are slightly different because there's a whole timeliness aspect to it. Because whenever a consumer is using a mobile device to do a search or to look up something or find information about something, it's, as you alluded in one of your slides, it's for something within the next hour or the next several hours, not for tomorrow, not for the next week or next month. So keeping that in mind, I think, would be very important when you're targeting that channel.